Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me for another Mass Make Monday. So today we are making something inspired by Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah. I think she called them easy slot pockets. So this is my little prototype just to give it a go. So what it is it's a pocket that you glue on 3 sides, so the whole thing is a pocket. But then in the side here, in this case underneath the ribbon that says togetherness, you've just got this, well, the pocket goes all the way back here, but I've just slipped some tickets in just to show you. You've just got this little side pocket inside it kind of thing. I think they're really cool, I like them. So we're going to make a few of those today. So what we're going to do first is, I've got a couple bases ready to go. I was just cutting down some scraps, but I thought I would leave the last one to do with you so that you could see what I was doing. So what I'm using is I've got these little cutouts from Paper Pad. The name of it is linked down below. But you could use, you know, journal cards or book pages for this. So essentially you just want a few of those, and then you want to sort of measure, you know, how high they are. And mine were coming out about 9 centimetres, which is roughly 3.5 inches. So I'll go the other way, actually, that side looked a bit wonky. So I was just cutting down 9 centimetres or 3.5 inches. And then because I don't want them to be too wide for my journal page, I was just taking them to, I think that's about 5.5 inches. 5.25, which is just right, I think. I don't think we want it much wider than that, really. 5.5, you could go to 5.5. Sorry, the top of it looked just a little bit wonky there. As per usual, it was just my eyes. Happens to me all the time. Okay, so we've got our bases, and yeah, ideally you want something that looks like it could be further decorated, but that you still like it. Goes with your theme. And then of course we've got the focal points, essentially. So this is what I'm gonna marry up. Just kind of want to see what goes together, really. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I've inked around all of the focal images already. So all we're doing is just gluing them down on 3 sides, these focal images. So I'm just trying to decide which way round to go. Yeah, I think I'll go that way. So we want to go this way. So we're just going to glue it on 3 sides. Hopefully my glue is doing okay. Yeah, I like these. They're simple, but it, you know, it gets us using some scraps, which is always a good thing. And you know, these little images and things, other than turning them into journal cards, it isn't always clear what we should use them for, I don't think. You know, I just end up slotting them into pockets normally, or sometimes I'll decorate the fronts of things with them, but that's kind of all I end up doing. So I certainly haven't tried this idea before. Sorry, I'm just making sure it's straight-ish. So if I've glued it down right, this will be the side that opens, but my glue apparently needs a little bit longer to dry today. It's very cold, so that's probably on strike or something. So just to keep things different, I think I'll go the other way for this one. So go on the right hand side. But yeah, I like this idea. And I've gotten out some more of that ribbon that I used for the first one. And I've also got out some ruffles because I was thinking, you know, some of them might enjoy a little ruffle. I think the idea is that you're just sort of hiding where the join of the pocket is. And then I suppose it becomes a little secret pocket if you don't have anything in it, because you wouldn't necessarily know that it's there, I suppose. I guess that's the idea behind them anyway. And this one doesn't really matter, so I think I should go on the other side again just to make them, you know, have 2 of each kind of thing. Because I'm guilty, as many of us are, of forever having things going the same way. There we go. So this can come over here. Now I think this one was a little bit shorter, so I will need to cut this piece down, but that's okay. I just wanted to keep it easy with not having to remember too many measurements. But yeah, I think 3.5 by 5 1/4, 5 1/2, I think is probably about right size-wise, to be honest. You don't want it to be too wide for your journal page. But we also want it to be wide enough that we can use a decent image as the decoration, you know. Okay, so I'm just gonna double check everything is straight, and then we'll just do the final part. So it'll be another quick video, but that's okay. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, all set, and now we're just going to add the ribbon, the lace, the crochet, the ruffle, whatever it is that you want to use to cover that join. Whilst I had you on pause, I also just inked around everything. So I think I'm going to use that ribbon again because I quite liked how it looked. So I'm just going to put some glue. Obviously you're only putting glue on the top panel, not the underneath, otherwise you'll end up gluing the slot pocket closed. And then we're just going to come in and just make it so that the ribbon overhangs a little bit without getting in the way, like so, so that you're completely hiding that join. And I'm using this ribbon because it was on my desk and I quite like that it says like love and togetherness and stuff, which is very very apt, that's the word I want, for it being winter. Okay, just making sure that the ribbon is relatively straight. There we go. Really simple, but I really like them. So I don't have any more of that ribbon left, unfortunately. So I'm hoping I can get some of these ruffles to fit. As these are pre-made ruffles, I've just, you know, I sit and sew a bunch of scraps occasionally, so I've got always things ready to use. I think because this one is wider, I'll go with this one on here. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, the ruffle will glue with the art glitter glue. Let's try it. That's it. Tiniest little scrap here, but I can just make it stretch to fit my piece, I think, if I'm sensible about where I'm gluing it. You can stretch, you will stretch. Okay. Just fancy doing some ruffles on some of them. Have it look a little bit like snow or something. That's what I was thinking. But you know, you could. I liked the simplicity of the ribbon as well. So you know, don't feel like you have to have ruffles and things. I'm trying to remember what Tina used, but I can't for the life of me remember what she used now. But like a little bit of crochet along the edge, like we sometimes use to signify the ends of pockets, that would work just fine as well. So I'm just fighting with this bit of this bit. Oh, it's not going to want to stick down. Fine, you don't have to stick. I'm just talking to my ruffle. But it feels good to get some little bits used up as well. There we go. Decorative, but you'd never know there was a pocket there, which I like. Now I've got this one. I don't know if this will go. Oops. let's just have a little look. I might get some more ribbon out if I can find some. Yeah, I think that's a bit too heavy for that. So I'm going to find some crochet or some ribbon. So I'll be back in a second. So I've just got some blush ribbon, just a little scrap of it. So I'm thinking I might use this. I'm actually quite liking the simplicity of the ribbon, to be honest. Now this one doesn't have any text on it. It doesn't say like love or anything. It is just plain ribbon, which is fine. I'm just wondering whether to add anything else to it, like a button or a little focal point or something, just to give you something else to look at. I decided to add some buttons. So I've just like faux stitched them with some gold twine, and then I'm just gluing them onto the ribbon so that it looks like they're stitched onto the ribbon, but they're actually not. If I'd thought about it and if I'd known that I'd wanted to decorate them this way, then I would have stitched them onto the ribbon before, you know, gluing the whole thing down. So a note for next time, perhaps. As I said, I just I felt like they just wanted something a little bit more on that ribbon because it was plain. Just I need to get the glue to just dry a little bit, but just making sure that they're symmetrical-ish. And then, as I said, if I put them under something heavy, those buttons will dry just fine. The glue will dry fine, I mean. I put it on with the beacon, the Fabri-Tac. So. There we go, what do you think? A bit of silliness, a bit of extravaganza. But yeah, I need to use buttons more, so I figured, why not? So that is those. We have ribbons and buttons, we have ruffle, we have love ribbon, and where was my original? Togetherness ribbon. I really like them. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you enjoyed seeing them come together. I think this idea is really cute. As I say, you can put more in them than just tickets. Obviously they're not gusseted or anything, but the pocket does go all the way back here. So, you know, if you had like a long journal card or something, that would be perfect. I probably need to make things for them, but I am kind of liking it with the tickets in as well. So I think that the choices are there. But they're good pockets because obviously the whole thing is a pocket and then you've got that extra thing there. And they look decorative, unique, etc. So I hope that you like them. I hope you want to give them a go. Thank you again to Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah for the inspiration. As always with these Mass Make Mondays, her videos are linked in my description box when I'm inspired by her weekly challenge that she does. And that's where these came from. So I hope you enjoy making them if you're going to make some, and thanks so much for keeping me company as I had a bit of fun with ribbons and ruffles today. So thank you everyone, have a lovely rest of your week and we'll speak soon. Bye bye for now.